Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamdu bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaytana wa farrajta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil iman wa lakal hamdu bil islam walakal hamdu bil Quran. Amma ba'd, fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidna ilma. Allahumma fakkihna fid din. Allahumma inna nas'aluka ilman nafi'an wa amalan mutaqabbalan wa rizqan tayyiba. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Allahumma sabbitna indal mauti bila ilaha illallah. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Alhamdulillah, I'm very excited for this opportunity. Ki Allah Ta'ala, He is giving us this opportunity to go deeper in our advanced level. Alhamdulillah. Wa ma tawfiqi illa billah. So we should think as we are special, we are the chosen one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us opportunity that we learn more about His book, about His words, apply them in our lives, and teach others this knowledge, right? So we should feel special. We should work hard now, harder than before, right? Because we know that blessings comes with responsibility. And we should be getting hadaya out of whatever knowledge we are learning, whatever connection we are building with Quran-e-Pak, that should lead us to the hadaya, right? And hadaya does not come by itself. We need to beg for it. Our risk is already written for us, right? But for hadaya, we need to beg for it. We need to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to show that, oh Allah, we really want hadaya, right? So we need to beg to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for true understanding of His words and deen. And then we are going to, inshallah, work hard accordingly, right? And another important thing in this way should be our intention. So we need to keep our intention straight, that we are doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only, right? So may Allah make this journey easy for all of us, for me and for you all, and grant His guidance, His special mercy for all of us, right? And keep our intentions in right place. So Allahumma ij'al amalana kullahu salihan. O my Rabb, make all our deeds salihan, right? So just for the sake of Him, because salih amal is only which is done for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and according to sunnah. Waj'alhu liwajhika khalisan wala taj'al li ahadin fihi shay'a. So we are doing just for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There shouldn't be any other intention. And we do not want that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or our the reward of our deeds, there should be anyone else having a share in it. So the whole reward we want for ourselves with the true intention, inshallah. So with that, let's start our journey, brand new journey, inshallah. So what do we have? The very first thing is these Haroof. That is a little pending, a little topic from our previous lesson. So inshallah, we can start with it and then we're gonna move on. So you see on the screen, questioning words. We're gonna call them adwatul istifham. Adwat, what is adwat mean?
Tools.
Tools. And what is the singular of adwat?
Adat.
Very good. Adat and then adwat. And what pattern it is? Any idea? Atun. Right? So this is basically feminine. And this is a combination. Muslimatun. And then al-istifham. How are we gonna say that? Istifham. Where this word is coming from?
Can we have a PDF of this?
Okay, can we deal it later? Right now, you should be giving the answer of my question, please. You can see on the screen, right?
Ustana, do we type or do we answer on the mic?
You're gonna answer on the mic, please.
Okay, inshallah. I would say it's from Fahm, understanding, and it has maybe it's the master of form term is istif'al, so it's seeking understanding.
Exactly. Jazakallah khairan kasira. So istifham, the root letters are fa, ha, and mim, right? And then from we go to family 10, and then the master would be istifham, not istafham, not istufham, right? What is that? Istaghfar, if we remember that word, istaghfar, right? So this is istafham. Okay, so these are the tools of asking question. How we are going to ask question in Arabic. So these are some of the words. The very first in our list is man. Okay, man is yes. This is the harf. This is the ism, istifham, and you know these haroof, these words we are seeing over here. Some of them can be the ism, and some of them can be the harf. For example, for man, we're not gonna say this is harfu istifham. Rather, we're gonna say ismu istifham because man is an ism. Okay. And man is not only work as a ism istifham, rather it has some other jobs as well, right? What are the other jobs of man? Anyone knows?
Mawsula?
Exactly, man mawsula and man shartiya. Did we learn shart and jawabu shart, right?
Yes, yes.
Conditional sentence. And man you're gonna find over there. And this man always make two afal majzoom, right? So that is man shartiya as well. And then today we are learning man istifhamiya. So these three functions we need to remember for this man. Can someone repeat them?
Man Mawsula, man Shartiya, man Istifhamiya.
Perfect. Okay, then next one we have maza. Now maza, we're gonna call it harf. Okay, so maza is harf. and that is for a question. For example, if I asking for a thing, like something, you have something in your hand, and I would say, Maza, what is that? Right? So that is basically asking question. And then we have ma, which is also a partner of man. If we remember man, ma, they are ma mawsool, right? And even in shart, man and ma we find in shart as well, right? So ma can be again same like man mawsool. And so we're gonna have ma mawsool, ma shartiya, and ma istifhamiya.
And Ustada, we also have ma nafiya, right?
Ma nafiya, yes. So ma has many other things, right? Many other jobs. Okay, then we are gonna move on. Mata. Mata is going to be called ism or harf.
Ism.
Mata is gonna be called ism. Okay, because that is basically going to give us answer of maf'ul, right? So that is when something happened, right? So that gonna be ism then. Aina. Aina mean where. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, Aina tazhabu. Where you guys are going, right? I'm calling you towards something else, and you are running towards something else, right? So Aina, where. Then limaza, why. Kaifa, how. Hal and a. And then I. So these are some of the tools of istifham, asking a question. And then second in our category is lamun tawqid. So we are talking about haroof. Haroof, or like different haroof we see, and different ism. So the second one in our list is lamu tawqid. Lamu tawqid mean that tawqid, we know, but this tawqid, what do you think, where it is coming from? What bab it is? Yeah, it is ism because I see al on it.
أكد يؤكد توكيدا باب تفعيل.
Exactly. When you see ta, right? So that is basically babu taf'il, which is allama yuallimu ta'liman, if you remember that, right? So same akkada yuakkidu, and then tawqid. So lamu tawqid is the lam that give emphasis to something, right? And this lam, and it has another names as well, lamul ibtada or lamul muzahlika. Lamul ibtada mean that this lam attached with mubtada to make it more emphatic. We see this example in Quran Pak. Lamul ibtada and lamul muzahlika. So this same lamul ibtada, when inna comes in the sentence, this lamu ibtada basically gonna attach to either a harf or the khabar. Not harf, I should say mutalik bil khabar. So in jumla ismiya, when we have inna and this lam gonna be there, right? So what happened? The inna just basically push this lam away, and now we call this lam as lam muzalika because that is being pushed because of inna. So that is basically lamul tawqid, lamul ibtada, and lamul muzahlaka. These three things we can remember about them. And description, they are used for emphasis. They can attach to ism, even fail, even harf. Wow. Right? So they are very interesting. Has no grammatical effect. Always takes a fatha. So we should not confuse this lam with harfu jar lam, because this lam is always going to be with fatha. Now look at the example. And when it comes to labeling, we are going to say lamut tawqid to this lam. Now look at the example. The first one, innal insana lafi husrin. So see, inna came. Now this lam, which should be the part of mubtada, it should attach with mubtada. Inna has pushed it away. Right? So basically this lam, lamul ibtada now become lamul muzahlika. Muzahlika means the one that is pushed away, that is slipped away. Zahlaka means something is pushed away. So innal insana is our mubtada over here, and lafi, we're not gonna say this lam is harfu jar. That would be haram, right? Because that should be li if it is harfu jar. So it is taking fatha. So that is basically giving away that this is lam of tawqid. So innal insana lafi husrin. So innal insana, inna harfu nasab, al insana the ismu inna, and then lafi husrin is what? Our MB K.
Okay.
So this lam has attached to MBK, right? So this and basically we can see that it is get attached to harf now, harfu jar. And how we gonna translate? Certainly, no doubt about it, right? The human beings is definitely in loss. Why we are saying indefinitely, definitely in loss?
Because of the lam of tawqid.
Exactly, because of lamuto. How many emphases in this sentence?
Two.
Two.
One.
Two, because there is inna and then there is la.
Yes.
One more. One more emphasis. Al insana.
Oh, yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, so three emphases over here. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. So do we have any doubt that we are not in loss?
No. So,
And-
Ustada, the lam, we're gonna label it as lam al-tawqid or lamul
Muzahlika.
muzahlika.
Whatever you can, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So you can call it lamu muzahlika or lamu tawqid, right? So both are fine. But look at the emphasis in this ayah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, no doubt about it, definitely each and every human being. Doesn't matter, someone was prophet, someone is a baby, right? So even the baby, when he born, what gonna happen? The time for his death, the clock for his death gonna start clicking the moment a baby born. So this husr is in the sense of time. Everyone is losing time. Doesn't matter how rich you are or how poor you are, the time is going by. Your lifespan is shortening, right? So this is the emphasis over here, subhanallah. Then next one, la tu'minunna bihi wa la tansurunnahu. Now, what kind of lam is that? La, right? It's not li. La. So
Lam
lamu tawqid.
Fatha is a fatha. So it is emphasized.
Yes, lam of emphasis. And where does it attach to?
Fail.
It's attached to fail madi.
Fail. Subhanallah. And fail not even the regular fail. What kind of fail is that? Subhanallah.
Yeah.
What kind of
What
fail it
kind
is? Do you guys remember? Emphatic noon?
Sakila. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, noon to sakila.
Yeah.
La tu'minunna. Now you tell me, is what kind of siga is it? Like, is it singular or plural?
No.
No.
How we figure it out that if it is singular or plural?
Noon has dhamma.
Mm. Yes, dhamma or dhamma
Yeah,
or
noon.
fatha.
Yeah, and that pata, yeah.
So they tell us. So over here, is that singular or plural?
That's plural.
Plural. So
Plural.
dhamma stand for plural. La tu'minunna. So you all should believe. Right? You all should believe. Definitely believe. Bihi. Basically, this is talking about giving the news of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that when he comes, talking to Jews and Christians, then you need to believe in him. And this, whenever we see pronoun, now we need to be in the habit of where this pronoun going to. We do not have full ayah over here. So, but that's why I'm telling you that this, he is going back to Rasul, right? So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when my Rasul would come among you, then you definitely going to believe in him, right? Wala tansurunnahu. Now again, before nunu sakila, we need to check the harika of the letter.
Yeah.
Okay, so over here it is dhamma, so that is telling us that this is the plural thing, right? So you will definitely believe in him and help him. You all should help him, right? So what message we are getting over here? Is this ayah for us or not? That was only for Jews and the Christians.
For us too.
As also. Everyone.
How it applied to us?
Because Quran is sent for all human beings.
No, but how we gonna work on that? How we can work on it?
So
By spreading and
believing in the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala plus believing in the hadith,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And how we can help?
By spreading the word of Allah.
Exactly. So how many of Muslims are doing this job?
Real.
Subhanallah, right? People are even in the denial of hadith, which is very sad. Next one. Wala abdun. Now see over here. What kind of word is abd?
It's an ism.
Ism.
Nakira
And is that jumla ismi or fi'liya?
Ismiya.
Jumla ismi. So
Yeah.
what is abdun?
It's a nakira ism.
slave of king.
It's mubtada.
It is mubtada.
Mubtada.
It is mubtada.
Yeah.
Wala abdun. And
So that would
mu'min.
be lamul ibtada.
Yes, lamul ibtada. Right? So wala abdun mu'minun. So now what is mu'minun doing here?
Sifa.
Exactly. So they are together then. Right? So this is our mubtada. Wala abdun mu'minun. And then khayrun is the khabar of it.
Min
mushrikin. And that is MBK. So no doubt a believing slave is better than a mushrik one. Okay, now qad. So what is the description for qad? In the Quran, it is always for emphasis or with a meaning already. Okay, so whenever we will see qad, we should understand that this is for emphasis. And it is going to give the meaning of already. In modern Arabic, it means might. When used with present tense, and certainly are or already when used with the past tense. So in the present tense, when you see it with the present tense, we're gonna translate as certainly. No, sorry, I think it's
Might.
other way. So yeah, so when you see with the present tense, it is might. And when you see it with the past tense, then the meaning's gonna be something happened already, or for emphasis, like we're gonna say certainly. And then used only with fail. So it is not going to be used in jumla ismiya. It is gonna come with fail for with madi or mudariya. But it does not have any grammatical effect. So thanks to God. Now, label, how we gonna label it? Harfu tahqiq with past tense. So when it comes to past tense, we're gonna call it harfu tahqiq. And what how we are going to translate? Might. Okay, because with the past tense, it is going to give the meaning of
Certainly, certainly. It's not a certainly and already with the past tense.
harfu tahqiq with past tense. Yeah,
Yes.
sorry, yeah. So you're gonna give the translation would be certainly or already. So something already happened. And when it comes to present tense, then we are calling it, we are labeling it harfu taqleel. Do we know this word? Taqleel? Yeah, above taf'eel, taqleel. And we say in Urdu, qaleel, right?
Yeah.
Qaleel means few,
Few.
right? So same idea. So when it is gonna come with the present tense, we are calling it harfu taqleel, meaning that action is happening once in a while. Kabhi khabar, right? Or not very often, but sometimes. So that's why we are calling harfu taqleel. So now look at the example. Qad aflahal mu'minun. How are we gonna translate? So now over here, qad is emphatic, giving it emphasis, because aflaha is past tense and all is something already happened, right? So
Yeah.
certainly the believers have already succeeded. Subhanallah. Right? So the believer who passed away from this world, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about them, that these believers, they have succeeded. Okay, then sometimes you're gonna see with this qad, lam also, laqad, right? So this, when this lam comes, then scholar says that we should be thinking that it is taking an oath. Basically, this is the jawabul qasam, and its qasam is mahzuf. It's hidden. Okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for example, if we have over here laqad aflahal mu'minun, so it would be meaning that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking oath and saying that definitely these believers have succeed. And that is basically jawabul qasam, laqad aflahal mu'minun, and it's qasam like uqsimu bi, I take oath on. So that part is basically hidden. Or when we say hidden, it means it is too obvious that it doesn't need to mention. Okay, so hidden is not like something is not mentioned, rather it is so obvious that it doesn't need to be mentioned. That is basically the idea of mahzoof. So that is the example with the past tense. Now look at the example with present tense. قَدْ يَعْلَمُ اللَّهُ الْمُعَوِّقِينَ مِنْكُمْ. So qad and then ya'lamu. What kind of fail is ya'lamu? Failun mudari.
Mudari.
Failuhu
He.
The word
huwa.
Allah.
Huwa,
Allah.
and then have outside
Yeah.
file.
Allah
Right?
outside you.
Exactly. So now over here the translation would be, okay, one thing we need to have idea. Whenever things happen with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, now over here we were saying that just once in a while. So that is not appropriate over here, right? Because this is associated with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For example, when we say Kan Allahu, right? We say Kan Allahu Ghafur Rahima, right? So Kana mean was. Kana mean was. But we're not gonna say over here, because when it comes to with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that means all times, right?
Yeah.
So same idea over here. We're not gonna say once in a while over here, but unfortunately I don't have other example to show. I think I put over here. Okay, yeah, okay, so we're gonna come back to this example. So qad ya'lamullahu al-mu'awwiqina minkum. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already knows the hinderers among you. Mu'awwiqin, those who create problems, those who stop people from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? So these are al-mu'awwiqin. What kind of siga is al-mu'awwiqin?
It's Jama Mudhakkar Salim Mansoob.
Mansoob, yes. And what siga is it? Awwaqa, yu'awwiqu. So when I say awwaqa, what family it is?
Allama.
Allama, allama, bab tafil,
Allama
yes.
yu'allimu
And from
Allah.
there is ism maf'ul.
Yes.
Okay, so al-mu'awwiqina minkum. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows who is creating problems. Now let's see. Okay, so whenever we have inna in a sentence, and basically with inna we're gonna have jumla ismiya, right? So this is how we make jumla ismiya emphatic with inna, right? Everyone agrees?
Yes.
So with the qad, if we have jumla failure and we want to make it emphatic, we are going to use qad for that. So that is a difference we need to keep in our mind. Inna, to make a sentence emphatic, and if it is jumla ismiya, we are going to use inna, and for jumla fi'liya, if we want to make this sentence emphatic, we can use qad. So inna for jumla ismiya and qad for jumla fi'liya. Now look at this example over here. Sharibal waladu al-ma'a. Sharibal waladul ma'a. What is the translation? What is shariba mean?
The boy drank the water.
The boy drank water.
Shariba mean he drank. Who
Drank.
drank? Now waladu is the file,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
the child drank what?
Water.
Al-ma'a, water. Now if I say qad sharibal waladu al-ma'a, so what gonna be translation now?
Certainly the boy.
The child
drank
drank
water.
water.
Now, okay, so this qad over here going to give the meaning of something already happened and just now.
Yeah.
Okay, so just now, it's not like it happened like a month ago or 2 months ago or a year ago. Rather it is happened in Madi Kareeb. Okay, so the boy just finished drinking water, he drank it. But if I say qad ashriba kahwata, now what is that? What is ashriba?
I drank.
Sorry, ashribu.
I drink.
So
Sometimes I
shariba,
drink.
That's
Sometimes I
not
drink water.
Yashrab.
Madi bai.
shariba
Yashrab.
yashrabu.
Certainly, sometimes I drink water. Oh.
That's ashribu, so Anna.
Shariba yashrabu. Shariba, sorry, that should be ashrabu. Shariba yashrabu. This is Madi Mudariya. And now I'm saying kad ashrabu kahwatan. I
Right.
drink tea
Sometimes.
now once in a while.
Ah.
I drink tea sometimes, once in a while. Why this translation? Because this is Mudariya,
Yeah. Yeah.
present tense.
That's harf taqleel.
Taqleel, right?
Yeah, harfu taqleel, yes.
Qaleel. Less.
Yeah, subhanallah.
Ustad, is Shariba not from Bab Daraba?
Shariba yashrabu. Shariba yashrab.
Yashribu.
Samia, I think.
Samia, yes. Samia.
Yeah, I thought it was Shariba Yashribu.
No, I think this is Bab Samia. We can double check. But for me, look like it is Samia. So Shariba yashrabu and then ashrabu. Since I'm using Mudariya over here, the translation would be I sometimes drank kava. Right? So that is harfu taqleel over here now. Good, everyone here?
Yes.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Okay. Look like we're gonna do just harf over there today. Huh? Okay. Next one, seen and sofa. So seen and sofa used only with the present tense. So you're not gonna see it with Madi. Why?
Because it's for future.
Implies future.
Mudari.
So,
Because it take.
It's for future. That's what
Future, right?
Exactly, because seen and sofa,
They're for future.
they refer to future. So that's why they are not going to use with Madi. Okay, so they are always going to be with the present tense. And with the present tense, we say that, okay, it has present or future indication, right? But when seen and sofa come, then this is 100%
Future.
future. Okay, so 100% future. pushing the meaning to the future. Someone's mic is loud here. Can we mute it? So that seen and sofa, they are going to push the meaning to the future tense. And alhamdulillah, no grammatical effect. Okay, so easy for us. And then how we are going to label it? We're gonna say harfu istakbal. What family is istakbal?
10
Family
istifal.
10, istaghfara.
Same istafal, istaghfar. And what kind of construction is harfu or harfa or harfi?
إضافة مركب إضافي.
Idafa, very good. Harfu istakbal.
Yeah.
Harfu istakbalin. Perfect. Okay, now look at the example. Qala sawfa astaghfiru lakum rabbi. So qala, he said, sawfa, soon, astaghfiru. Okay, someone need to translate. I shouldn't be doing it. So let's someone try. Who is ready?
He said,
Hmm?
he said, I will soon seek forgiveness for you from my Lord.
Perfect. So how we can label it now? So Kala came. What we are expecting after Kala?
نقول
قول
القول.
مقول. قول مقول.
Qawlul
نقول.
Maqulul qawl.
Yeah.
And what else do we are supposed to say?
في محل نصب.
Perfect. And more?
مفعول به.
مفعول به.
Good. This is how I like it. You know, my Ustad Asif, he used to say, when we are doing a good like Arab like that, so he used to say, this is how I like it. It was so funny, subhanallah. So qala sawfa astaghfiru lakum rabbi. So the whole sentence is maqulul qawl fi mahalli nasab, and qala we have fi'l and fa'il. So our sentence is complete.
Yeah.
Okay, even fi'l and fa'il can make a complete jumla ismiya, right?
Yeah.
جملة فعلية. Yeah.
Just qala is a whole complete jumla fi'liya,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Then we have maf'ul, that is basically extra. Okay, so now since maf'ul is not one word, so we need to break it down. So sawfa, what we gonna say for sawfa?
حرف الاستقبال.
Harfu istakbal, very good. And then
أستغفر فعل مضارع معروف مثبت.
maruf, and what did you say next after maruf?
I was standing straight, isn't nothing. It's مثبت.
It's فعل مضارع. فعل مضارع فاعله أنا.
Yeah,
لكم is أنبياء.
perfect. And what is Rabbi?
Rabbi is also أنبياء.
مركب إضافي.
Oh, no, sorry, that's إضافة.
مضاف إليه. استغفر لكم ربي. I will ask my Lord for you. That is مضاف إليه مفعول به في محل نصب مفعول به.
Yeah, but
we forgot to say
we
forgot to say لام حرف الجار. كوم is اسم مجرور متعلق بفعل.
I will ask who, sorry, I'm drowning over here. I will ask my master, right? So who I will ask? I will ask my Rabb. So that is maf'ul,
Yes.
right? And then lakum,
لكم is
again MB, F.
Yeah.
And astaghfiru is failun, mudariun, failuhu, ana.
أنا. Yeah.
So what is the status of Rabb over here? It should be Rabba,
Yes.
Rabba, yeah.
Nasab.
right? And
Yeah.
then we have Ya Mutakallim, but
Yeah.
because of this Ya Mutakallim, it cannot be Rabba, right? So it should be Rabbi.
Rabbi.
في محل نصب مفعول به.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, then next one. سيقولون ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم. So now seen came, right? So this is referring to future, harfu istiqbal. Okay, someone need to try that, please.
Ta is harfu istiqbal. يقولون is فعل مضارع, and then فاعله هم, and then so they will say what they will say. So is the answer is like, ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم is the مقول القول في محل نصب به, and then ثلاثة is a number, right? So it's not, it's ism, right? So that's just jumla ismiya. So that's mubtada, and then khabar is rabi'uhum kalbuhum.
No.
No?
Salasatun. So they are saying that either they are 3 or 4 of
Four,
them.
yeah, 5. 4 or 5.
And kalbuhum.
And their dog.
And their dog, right?
We have to make Rabi'uhum and Kalbuhum both idafa.
Yeah, so Thalathatun Rabi'uhum. So they are 3 or Rabi'uhum or 4 of them.
I think we should
do. So they are saying 4th of them was their kalb, right?
Yeah.
So basically this is related, right?
Yeah.
So Salasatun is
It's separate.
That's
So
our mubtada, I think.
Rabi'uhum is 5th, no?
No, Rabi,
the
4th of them.
Yeah,
So they are saying that they were 3 and 4th one was their dog.
Dog, yeah.
Right? So that means Rabi'uhum and Kalbuhum are together.
Together, yeah. Yeah, that's
No, ma'am.
No.
Ma'am, look at the translation. The fifth is their dog.
Yeah, the translation is not.
No,
Translation
but
is error.
Exactly,
Error,
because there
yeah,
is
it's
no
error.
5th.
Arba.
Yeah,
Arba
there is no
kalbuhum,
5th.
yeah. 4th.
Yeah.
Salafi is 3.
Yeah, Rabia is 4.
Oh.
And
Asatun
Lasa
is
3.
our mubtada and Rabi'uhum Kalbuhum
Should be the
is
khabar.
3, the 4th is their dog. 4th.
Okay. I think we need to see the whole ayah, but this is how they should be together. So Salasatun is one part, and then Rabi'uhum Kalbuhum, definitely they are together, right? So 4th one is their dog, but how we are going to take, I think there is more to it. So the whole ayah, we can look and then we can decide what is what.
I think should maybe the mubtada is mahzuf.
Okay, we can come back to this ayah. Okay. Yeah. So I need to see the whole ayah and then inshallah we can come back to it. Okay, so moving on now. Wow, istinafiya. Istinafiya. So what kind of wow is istinafiya?
I learned the capital letter.
It is going to start a new sentence. Okay, so for students like us, it is really hard to find because we gonna think that this is ataf, right? But we need to see that if it is making connection with the previous ayah or the previous construction or whatever. If they are together, if it is making sense, then it is ataf. If they are by itself, then basically this is a waw istinafia, because waw istinafia idea is that it is going to start a new sentence. Because in Arabic, a new sentence can start with waw. That is the thing. In Urdu or in English, we do not start a sentence with and, right? But that happen in Arabic. So a new sentence can start with waw istinafia, no grammatical effect. And the thing is that this waw is not going to be translated. But sometimes you will see in Quran Pak, because this is people doing translation, right? And these who are doing translation, everyone look at the ayah in their own way of doing Arab, right? So that's why it could be different. Sometimes, even though it is waw istinafia, you might find the translation with and, right? And it's not a big deal, right? So but for waw istinafia is that it is not going to be translated, and it is going to start a new sentence. So for labeling, we're gonna say this is waw istinafia, and the example over here, wallahu khalaqa kulla dabbatin mimma'in. How are we gonna translate that?
Allah created everything from water.
Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala khalaqa. So this is what kind of sentence we are looking at?
It's Jumla Ismiya.
Jumla. Okay, so this is Jumla Ismiya. So that's why we're gonna say that the word Allah is our mubtada, and then khalaqa kulla dabbatin min ma'in. The whole sentence is what?
Khabar.
fi mahalli rafa.
Fi mahalli rafa. Perfect. And then khalaqa, we're gonna say fi'lun madhi.
Fi'lun madhi fa'iluhu huwa.
And then what is
كل
khalaqa?
dabatin is maf'ulun bihi.
Very good. Kulla dabbat idafa fragment. And then good.
Mine is MBF. MBK, sorry. MBF.
MBF. So this is MBF, and this is our maf'ulun bihi. Perfect. Alhamdulillah. You guys are doing good. Very proud of you guys. Now, imma. Imma means either. Always used twice in a sentence to mean either X or Y. So you will see imma twice in a sentence, and it is giving the meaning of either or, right? So either this thing or the other thing. Either you have biryani or nothing.
Or boiled rice.
That's for me, either biryani or nothing.
Okay, so this is either or sentence. And how we are going to label harfu takhyir. So again, bab tafil. So meaning harf of choice. Subhanallah, right? So it is giving basically a choice. Because khair, khair is ismu tafdil, right? Like I don't know how to translate. Sorry?
From khiyar, like in fiqh, you have babul khiyar.
Khayara. Yeah. Khayara, these are the root letter. Khaya and Ra. And from that it become khara. Because khayara, they don't like it, right? So it become khara yaqiru. And from bab taf'il, it will become khayyara, right? Khayyara. And from there it came takhyir. And basically this is options, when you are giving option to someone or making some choices.
Sadhji, it doesn't have no two years, I think. After ha, it's 2 years.
Yeah, takhyir, because tafyil.
Okay, takhir.
Taf,
Takhyir, I think. It's
yeah,
takhir. Ya has a
yeah,
kasra.
yeah,
Takhir.
yeah, takhyir.
Takhir. Takhir.
إما أن تلقي وإما أن نكون أولا من ألقي. Either you throw or we will throw. That's from Musa alayhi salam story, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So either you throw down or we will be the first to throw down. So these magicians are talking to Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. So imma is not going to do any grammatical effect, right? But we see that an over here, an tulkiya, right? So what is this an doing?
An masdariya nasiba.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that is making fi'l mudariya nasib. So an tulkiya wa imma an nakuna, right? It is nakunu become nakuna. So an nakuna, either you do it or we are going to do it. Okay. I'm excited to teach Isam mawsool, and these Haroof are not ending.
Lot of termination with these things we have to remember
Yeah, exactly.
lot of words.
Okay, then Harfu Ataf. Harfu Ataf, basically that is going to connect two words, right? So Ataf basically is going to connect two sentences, even to words, or even to constructions, like we have different murakkab, right? So it can construct them. So connect two words, carry over the status, and that is the label is harfu ataf. Now look at the example. Inna Allaha, right? Jumla ismiya. Inna Allaha. Now wa malaikatahu. See, malaikata. Why this is malaikata?
Because of inna.
Because this is mawtufun ala to the word Allah.
Yes.
Right? So this the word Allah over here is ismu inna.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And wow came, and the next ism need to carry the same status of the word Allah, and that's why it is malaikata who. So indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his angels, right? So together. So this is one bucket. Right? So this is our mubtada. Now, yuswalluna ala nabi. Subhanallah, what a status. What a status, subhanallah. And what we are doing with our nabi. Right?
Yeah.
Subhanallah. Subhanallah. So indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his angels, they send salawat on
Nabi.
Subhanallah. So every Friday, we need to remind ourselves and put some effort to send salawat on our Nabi. Okay, next one.
Sadhji, how we will differentiate between harfu ataf waw and the other waw we're talking, which is the starting of a new sentence?
Basically, other waw is not going to come in the middle, right?
Yeah.
And let's say if I have waw over here, right? Now I need to look back.
Yeah.
If this waw has any connection with the previous sentence, right? Then it is ataf. If this waw is not making any connection with the previous, then this is waw by itself, and we're gonna call it waw istinafiya.
Istinafiya. Okay. Jazakallah khair.
Vayyaki. Next one, aw. So aw again, that also give some option, some choice. Fahiya. Fahiya, so it is Hiya is singular, right? But since it is referring to, we're gonna kal hijarati, like hijara, or ashaddu, more, kaswatan, in hardness, harder. So fahiya, they are. Now, since we do not have a previous part of it, it is referring to kulub, right? So that's why hiya is used, and that's why we're gonna translate as they,
Yeah.
right? Because it is referring to broken plural. So fahiya, so they are what?
Like
Kal
Like
hijarati, like
stones.
stones, or ashaddu, even harder, kaswatan, even
Tamim.
hardness, right?
Means that one.
Yeah. So how are we gonna label this sentence?
Fa harf at, هي مبتدا، كا حرف الجر، هجارة اسم مجرور.
So kal hijarati is our MB,
Yeah.
right? And then au came, which is ataf,
yeah.
right? So that is
Ashaddu kaswa is
أشد is اسم تفضيل.
Yeah.
Ashaddu and Kaswata is also MPK.
No, اسم تفضيل, so يشبه جملة. So قسوة is the أشد is اسم تفضيل with its فاعل, and قسوة is the مفعول به of the شبه جملة.
au ashaddu kaswatan. Au ashaddu, so they are shadid in what way? I think that should be basically tamiz, because with ismu tafdil comes tamiz.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it is basically in what way they are in shadid,
Yeah.
right? So when we know what way, then basically that is tamiz. It is, there is ambiguity. If it was fahiya kal hijarati or ashaddu, there is ambiguity, it's not clear. Shadid in what? So shadid in kaswatan. So that is basically tamiz over here.
So this whole thing is MBK because they are connected with the O. O, so kal hijarati, O ashaddu qaswa, right?
Yeah.
And it's and they are متعلق بالخبر محذوف.
No, we have fahiya. So this is our mubtada, and then mubtada and MBK, they can be complete jumla ismiya, right?
Yeah.
So we don't need to take this harder route that something is missing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Fahiya kal hijarati aw ashaddu qaswa. So this is the example of how it works. Then we have summa.
How doesn't make any changes, right?
Yeah.
How doesn't make any changes.
No, how doesn't. Yeah.
And no status carry over, nothing.
I think so.
It should carry over status.
So
Because it's a
what are we
harf
saying?
ataf.
Ashaddu khaswa, I didn't understand. Ashaddu khaswa.
Connect. So these are harufu attaf. All are waw, aw, and summa. And
Yeah.
then they say connect two words, carry over status. Yeah, ataf is supposed to take a carry on status.
So kal hijarati is like
Uh,
what is status?
is it talking about kalub? So they are like stones.
Yeah.
And they are, so ashaddu, I think we need to refer it to here instead.
Or qulub.
Yeah, kulub. So here is referring to kulub, right? So ashaddu is going back to kulub, not kal hijara, because kal hijara has a different status.
Yes.
But ashaddu is rafa. sorry,
That's
hiya
right.
is rafa,
Mm.
right? So it should go back to hiya, right? So their kulubs are kal hijara, or kulubs are even harder than,
Yes, even harder.
right? Yeah. So this ashadu is basically going back, because this au should carry the status. So this
Yes.
is carrying the status of hiya.
Yeah. And qaswa.
So how are we going to Arab it then?
Because what are we gonna say? This is tamiz.
Yeah, but earlier we said
This
like,
is
you know,
jumla ismiya. I know what you're thinking. This is jumla ismiya, and then we are bringing tamiz over here.
Ustaz, it can be tamiz if we take the ashaddu to be a shibu fi'l.
Yeah, you are right. Okay, we need to look into it. I didn't pay attention. I was not thinking that that gonna be these huruf gonna be that deeper. Subhanallah. Okay, inshallah. Now we have two ayat to figure it out. One is from Surat Kahf, and the other one is this. Inshallah, next class we're gonna take them together. Okay. Now, next one. See, ladies, I'm not any pro. This is disclaimer from me. This is first time I'm teaching advanced class, right? And inshallah, that is gonna be a great learning for me, and inshallah, great learning for you guys. And we all are learning together.
Together, inshallah.
yes, alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is no teacher. There is no nothing. I'm not any teacher. So I'm just enhancing my knowledge. And inshallah, with that, we all gonna increase in knowledge. Subhanallah.
Inshallah.
Okay, the next one is summa. So summa again, it is in the category of harfu ataf, and it is going to carry the status of mawtuf, right? So kaifa takfuruna. So kaifa, what kind of word is kaifa?
Ism istifham.
That's,
Istifham,
yeah.
right? So how takfuruna?
You
Okay,
will deny, you will disbelieve.
one of you can do it. Basically, I'm testing you guys. Inshallah, no worries. We can have our advanced class next class. That is our test class, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So let's do it. Who is
Okay.
ready?
I can try.
Hmm?
Kaifa is good. By the way, it's jumla insha'iyah. Jumla fi'liyah, jumla ismiyah insha'iyah at the end. Okay, kaifa is ism istifham. Takfuruna is fi'l mudari. Hadir with the antum.
Failuhu. Failuhu. Yeah.
Antum.
Hmm?
Billahi is jar majrur. Mutalik with takfuruna. How do you disbelieve in Allah? Wow. Wa kuntum. Wow haliya. So I will make the wa kuntum amwat takfuruna. I will make the antum the dulhal. Wa kuntum kuntum amwatan. Oh yes, so kuntum is fi'l nakis and antum is the ism kana. Amwatan is khabar kana. Fa harf at. Ahyakum. Then he gave you life. Aslama yuslimu ba. Ahya aslama yuslimu islam. From bab if'al.
Good.
Yes, madi. Fi'l madi from bab if'al. Kum is the maf'ul bihi. No, it's not maf'ul, it's part of it. Sorry, ahyakum. So it's ahyakum, it's madi hadir. Jama antum, right?
Ahyakum. No.
Yes.
Yeah, ahya. Yes, madi. It is madi.
Yes. Thumma harf at yumitkum. Mata yumitu fi al-mudari. But the kum here is
maf'ulun bihi.
maf'ul
Whenever
bihi.
we have attached pronoun with a fi'l, it is maf'ulun bihi.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Maf'ul here. Thumma harf at, and again, yuhyi, ahya, yuhyi, for mudari again. Thumma harf at. And then ilayhi is ila harf jar, he is a majroor. Turja'un is arja yurji'u. Is it feel majhul?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Arja'a yurji'u. So it is not turji'u, it is turja'u, right? So basically that's why we are saying it is majhul. So arja'a actual is arja'a yurji'u. Right? Okay, very good, mashallah. Where are you learning Arabic from? Dream student or?
Ustada, you know what? It's a lifelong passion. I sometimes get in trouble by teachers because I read anything and everything I can. Like, so yeah. Like I did dream, but then I also like traditional books, and so I look through tradition. Yeah, I do this and I do. Yeah,
I
and
love your passion. I love your passion, first of all. Very good, mashallah. This is how we should be. Greedy about knowledge. Wherever we get, we need to take it, subhanallah.
Ustada, you know what I did today? Like today, you know what I was doing at home? I was thinking I need a collection of Qurans because I found, I'll just say this quickly because I won't take your time, but I found like, you know, with Jalalain, I found it is a good way to try and learn because it explains it simply in little, so I can find muradifs, like alternative vocabulary to grow my vocabulary. That's how I started. But then I found that there's a Quran that has it color coded according to themes, and there's a Quran that has it color coded according to topics. So I was just comparing all these Qurans and looking at them, and then looking at how they explain the different ayah. Like, you know, when you said this ayah, I will look at what I can understand from books and see how did they all say it differently. So this partly.
Mashallah, very good. Okay, so in simple language, how we gonna do this i'rab of this ayah? Kaifa, we said this is harfu istifham, right? Takfuruna billahi, this is our failun mudariyan, right? So takfuruna fail file, this is antum in there, right? And then we have our this billahi is MB F over here, right? And then wakuntum amwatan. So basically this sentence is mafulul hal, right? That is telling the hal of who? Hal of this antum over here. Okay, so inshallah we're gonna learn hal in detail, but for right now we just should know that this is a whole jumla haliya, and this is basically referring to this antum over here. Wakuntum amwatan, and then we learn about kana, right? So kana has ism of kana and then khabar of kana. So ism of kana is this tum, which is antum, right? And then amwatan, the khabar kana is mansoob. So this we're gonna say this is khabar kana basically, right? So far, my student.
Yes,
Do not get lost, okay? Subhanallah, everyone has their own pace. So some people have more time in their pocket, right? And alhamdulillah, they are utilizing it properly. Good for them. May Allah bless them more in knowledge. But you should not be overwhelmed. Subhanallah, you guys are doing an amazing job as well. So stick together, and according to your pace, inshallah, we will keep going.
May I ask something?
Sorry?
May I ask something?
Let me finish, my love.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is kuntum wa amwatan. So this is basically jumla haliya, right? And then kana, the isam kana and khabar kana, right? Fa ahyakum. Now over here, the harfu ataf, this fa is our harfu ataf. Fa ahyakum. So ahya over here, we should not be getting confused that this a is ana, right? Because we know in bab aslama, we're gonna have something like that, right?
Yeah.
So aslama, that should be ahyaya. Ahyaya. Now this ahyaya, we're not gonna say ahyaya, rather it would be ahya. And when we are attaching some pronoun with it, so then what gonna happen? This ya will open up,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
this is how it gonna be. So ahya hu or ahya hum or ahya kum, whatever we are attaching to it, then this ya need to open up and it gonna look like ya with alif, right? So this is how it is happening over here. Fa ahyakum, so this is fail madin. Failuhu huwa. So what this huwa is going back to?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right?
Yeah.
So fa ahyakum, then he given you life. Kum, this is our mafulun bihi, right? And then summa. So now this fa ahyakum, this is motufun ala, we're gonna say. Motufun ala to what?
Ahya.
Ahyakum? No.
Because it is in the Rafa status, right? And Ahya is also in
Wa
the...
kuntum amwatan, right?
Yeah.
Kafiruna. Antum
No,
the
No,
Wa
no, no.
kuntum amwatan, you were dead.
Antum.
Fa ahyakum, then he has given you all life. So this is motu fa ahyakum is motufun ala to wa
Antum.
kuntum amwatan, the previous sentence.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
this is
So it is all
Assalamu
alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So it is all hal of the, like it is mawtuf to the hal kuntum amwat, and then he gave life, then he gave death.
Yeah, this is yeah, exactly. We
Right?
can say that, and
Ustazah?
this is the hal of tum, right?
Yes.
But isn't it that because we said about Kana before, because it's Allah, it isn't in the past because Allah isn't encompassed by time, so it's in the future. So when we translate it, we translate in the future.
No, but we are talking about wa kuntum amwatan. So this motuf, where it is going to, right? So this fa ahyakum, this sentence, this is a complete sentence. So this is motufun ala to previous sentence, which is wa kuntum amwatan.
Yeah.
Right? Then summa yumitukum, then again this motufun ala to wa kuntum amwatan, because motufun ala does not, like we're gonna say this motufun ala to this, rather it is always going back to the first motufun ala.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
summa yumitukum, so this is motufun ala to previous sentence again. So you were, and now this is amata yumitu. Amata, what Bab it could be? Amata.
Af'ala yuf'ilu if'ala.
Aslama.
Yeah.
It should be amvata.
Yeah.
Aslama, but it become amata. And from amata, this is yumitu. So summa yumitukum. Then summa yuhyikum. And then this is ahya, same. Aslama, ahya, and mudariya would be yuhyi. And so this is motufun ala to again, the previous sentence. Wa summa ilayhi turjaun. So now over here, motufun ala to previous sentence, and ilayhi is our MB, F, and turjaun is felun, mudariun, majhul, and naib file is antum. Okay, so too much going on in this sentence.
Ustadha, I have a question.
Hmm?
So the ilayhi turja'un, won't that be the MB? No, sorry, won't that go back to billahi?
Summa ilayhi turjaun, and then you all will be.
He goes to the word. He goes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? So ilayhi turja'un.
Yeah, Ustad, I think this turja'un can be raja'a yarji'u, and then majhul will be turja'u.
Turja'u, yeah.
Summa
It is
ilayhi.
arj,
No, okay, you know,
right,
we
Ustaza?
are
Form 4,
taking,
right?
basically we are talking about antum over here, right? Everything is going back to antum,
Yeah.
right? So you all, so turjaun
they will,
has antum as well.
yeah, but they will be returned by themselves. This one can be the regular family, Raja'a, Daraba family, Yarji'u, and from there Turji'u, Turja'u, then Turja'u.
No, you all will be, so this is majhul. You
Form
all
ifal.
will be returned to him. Okay. So basically this is idea is that everything is going back to how it is talking about
Okay,
antum,
got it. Okay,
right?
got it. Yeah, got
Yeah.
it.
Because we cannot say that, okay, all these ataf are going back to one thing and then summa ilayhi turjaun, this is
Got
going
it.
to specific different place. No, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay,
When
okay.
something is motuf, it is always going back to one motufun ila.
Okay, inshallah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the Turjaun. Okay, yes, it has antum in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Jazakallah khair.
Wayyaki. Okay, then moving on. Fa. So, alladhi khalaqa fasawwaka fa'adalak. So now, alladhi, what kind of ism is that?
Mawsool.
It's a mawsool. And what we are expecting after?
Silatul
Silatul mawsool. That was our favorite topic today to do. Subhanallah. Okay, now alladhi khalaqa. So now is a mawsool always going to have right beside it, it's sila. And is a mawsool and its sila is basically one bucket.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right? So they are always one bucket, and this one bucket could be anything. Now over here, since we do not know anything what is before, so if we are taking it as a new sentence, right? So what kind of sentence is that then? Allazi is ism, right? So this is jumla ismiya,
Yeah.
right? And then allazi, since this is ism mawsool, and then its sila is even though it is jumla failure, but together they are going to be one bucket. So that means this is what?
Mubtada.
Mubtada. Okay. So alladhi, the one who khalaqa, he created. And now very interesting to allazi, that allazi has what in it? Is it a singular or plural ism?
Singular.
Singular.
So allazi has huwa in it.
Yeah.
Right? And in the sila, you need to find something that is going back to this
The
allazi.
Yes, sir.
Now in khalaqa we have huwa.
Either.
Yeah, that is called aid. Yeah. So this is aid over here. Khalaqa fasawwaka. So he is the one who created fasawwaka, and then he beautified, right, perfected, fashioned, whatever you wanna say, designed. Subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has designed us. And sometimes we are standing in front of mirror, oh, my nose is like that and my eyes are like that. Subhanallah, do we have any like sense what we are talking about? Who has created you? Right? So fasawwaka, so he is the one, he proportioned us, fashioned us according to his will, whatever he wished for us. Fa'adalak, and perfected us, perfected you. Basically this guy is maful.
Yeah. Ustaza, I have a doubt. Can I ask?
Hmm?
So in the previous example, the first ataf was fa, and the second and the third and the fourth ataf was thumma. So why was the fa and the thumma Like, what is the difference?
Yeah, they say about it that fa is immediate.
Oh, okay. Jazakallah. And summa is after some time, right?
Yeah, exactly. Fa is
Oh.
immediate and summa is later. So we can see Vakuntum Amwatan. So this is in Alime Arwah, right? We were there. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us life in this world. He sent us, right?
Yeah.
And then he is going to give us death. We don't know, lifespan is different for every person, right? And then summa, and that is basically even in our graves.
Yeah.
When we are waiting for the day of judgment, we don't know the time, how long it's gonna take, right? Summa yuhyikum, and then in our graves, I don't know how long, and then he is on the day of judgment, he is going to make us alive.
So the same fa is here, Ustaza. Alladhi khalaqa fasawwaka fa'adalak. Again, the fa is coming after immediately, not like after some time, right?
We cannot apply that to each and everything, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, but
It's
this
depending
is
upon the context.
Yeah, exactly. But they say that fa is more immediate and summa is later. We don't know that time limit for summa. But I don't know. I don't think so. We can apply to each and everything, right? It doesn't make sense.
For summa, we can use then also. Then. For summa, translation then. Instead of
even
after some time.
fa gonna be then too, right? So translation not gonna tell us anything, but this is how in grammar, like scholars differentiate between summa and fa. Okay, the translation would be gonna say then and then and then. Okay, so Allazi, the one who khalaqa, he created, fasawwaka, and then he perfected you. Like what we were doing, we were labeling it.
No, you already did this one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on. Then rather bal. So again for rather bal, it says okay, note fa and summa differ, and in that summa indicates a longer duration of time. So it's saying in the notes even. Okay, so rather waqalu, they said. Okay, let's do it. Who is ready? Hello?
I can do it, but I thought I don't want to take everyone's time. Wow, حرف استئناف قالوا في الماضي with ضمير أنتم not أنتم هم اتخذ from باب اتخذ يتخذ اتخاذا افتعال في الماضي الله لفظ جلالة فاعل ولدا مفعول به Subhanahu is glory be to him. Is that Jumla Mutarida? I think so.
It is basic. Yeah, Subhanahu. This is Subhana is taken as a maful mutlaq, right? So this is I don't think so. We can say this is like part of the sentence. That is something inserted, right? Jumla itradiya we can say, but this is not even Jumla, right? So,
It's more of like
mudaf ilayhi, right, Ustaza?
Yeah, this is mudaf ilayhi, and Subhana is always come as a maful mutlaq.
Okay.
Okay, Subhana. Whenever you will see Subhana, that is basically maful mutlaq, right? So we are glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then come bal. So bal lahu ma fis samawati wal ard. Now bal means rather. Yeah, yes. So rather. Yes.
Lahu jar majrur. Ma is a mawsula. Fis samawati is jar majrur again, ma'tuf alay. Wal ardi is a ma'tuf. So the ism mawsula and jumla ma'tufa is the sila, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So this lahu, now we are going to take this sentence. This sentence is by itself. So lahu is our MB, K, muqaddam.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this ma is basically then mubtada, ma mawsula.
Yeah.
Right? This is our mubtada. This ma is, if mawsula, then fis samawati is the sila of it. Right? And then waw came, and this wal ardi is mawtufun ala to as-samawati. Right? So, and since our mubtada is muakhar over here, so it is creating hasar. Right? So only whatever is in the heaven and the earth only belongs to who? Belongs to him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they are saying, Na'uzubillah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taken a child, a son, right? And subhanahu is inserted, right? Because it is declaring the glorification of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we say subhana, we say in Urdu, in English we say we glorify, but what does glorify means? We are making a announcement that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is above and beyond from any kind of association people make with him, or any kind of comments that doesn't suit him to say, right? Whoever is saying it, we are saying that we do not have nothing, you know, that concept of have free from something, right? So basically this is bari, right? Yeah, so we are saying that yeah, we have nothing to do what they are saying, right? So subhana is basically a announcement that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is above and beyond from any such comments or any deficiency, because who will take a son? Why people need a son? Right? Because they want the son to take care when they do not have enough energy in their old age, right? Or they carry on their lineage. But do Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala need something like that? Nothing, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we are saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is above and beyond from any kind of deficiencies, weaknesses, or any association people are making association with him. So we are declaring bari from it. Subhanallah. Okay, then we have lakin as well. Lakin, one is lakinna, right? But this lakin, however, so asmi bihim wa absir, that is also a separate topic to learn about. This is basically, yeah, this is the fi'lu ta'ajjub, like amazement is showing over here. Asmi, how clearly they will listen, wa absir, and they would see when yawma ya'tunana, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to bring them, and that is basically the day of judgment, right? Lakinna zalimuna, however, zalimun al yawma fi dalalim mubin, the wrongdoers today are in clear error. In this today is in this world, right? So today they are in clear error, but on the day of judgment, clearly they would be able to see and hear what they did in this world, right? Okay. I don't know if we need to start today because I have another class.
Ustaz, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Do you have a group? Can you add me, please?
Sorry?
Can you please add me to your group?
Inshallah. Mehreen,
Jazakallah khairan.
can you take care?
My name is Asifa, Ustaz.
Okay, so can you text Sister Mehreen privately or to me?
Okay,
and we
sure,
can help
inshallah.
you out.
Ustaz.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Jazakallah khairan.
Okay, so any questions so far or any suggestion about the class? Maybe we can talk about it for 5 minutes. And inshallah, I promise next class, we're going to start our Silatul Mawsool and Isa Mawsool and Sila thingy, inshallah. Or let me end over here our class and then we can talk for a while if you guys have any questions. So we end here. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quran al Hakim wa nafani wa iyyakum bi ayati wa zikril hakim. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa nastaghfiruka wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.